show you my beautiful Llano Carti Road Syngonium plant. This plant is absolutely gorgeous. You can see how it is dark green on the front, and look at the beautiful red backing. It's almost a reddish purple. It's more of a dark, like burgundy color. And then the leaves are a really dark green. Let me zoom in, you guys can see closer. Look at those. This is a gorgeous plant. It could be grown up. I have mine growing up, just the hanger. I have it in a hanging pot. Or you can grow it down. You could probably grow it on a moss pole. I don't know, I've never tried it. I've got some cuttings in here. I want this part to grow up, and then the cuttings that I put in 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 4 cuttings of this plant. I'll back off just a little bit. You can see this is the very top. I just repotted it into this bigger container. I think I had it in a little 4-inch hanging pot, and now I think it's like in a 8, I think. I don't know. I don't measure my pots, so I'm never really quite sure. And with these, I got it, this pot I got with another plant or whatever. I don't think I've ever measured it. But this Llano Carti Syngonium, it's a beautiful plant. But it's kind of a slow grower, at least from what I've found in my experience with this plant. I've had this plant maybe 3-ish years, I don't know for sure. Look at the beautiful colorings on this. But it's kind of a slow grower. It's slow to propagate also. I've tried it in water. Most Syngoniums, in my experience, are really easy to propagate, but this one's kind of slow. It's not awful, but it's still slow. But this likes a really high light, as high of a light as you can possibly get her into to grow. She loves the bright light. I have her in a south window when she was in my living room, and she's in my plant room now, and she is also in a south window, but she also is getting really high full spectrum grow light. So she really seems to like it. She's been pushing out all of these newer growths. Looks like she's got 3, a couple on the cuttings down here that I took. And I just got her pinned up with little clips that I have from orchids when I got orchids. But this is a beautiful, beautiful plant. She's just like any other Syngonium. If you guys have other Syngoniums, you know they like to be kept evenly moist. They love to be fed. And humidity, I keep mine in my house runs about a 60% humidity. I'm gonna get in closer so you guys can see the plant even better. See these beautiful, look at the beautiful red leaves on this thing. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So, it may do okay in a lower humidity. I don't know, because I don't live in a lower humidity environment, but absolutely a gorgeous plant. And it seems like once it gets going, when I bought mine, it was just, maybe a 3 or 4, maybe 5 leaf cutting. And it was propagated from the cellar, and it was rooted out when I got it. And I just let it grow down into a long vine, and then I finally started propagating it to make my pot fuller. But I'm going to stop turning that because it's a little annoying on camera. But I'm trying to get there. You can kind of see the dark green and the red leaves all together. But, yeah, it's a slow grower. I just absolutely love it. It's stunning. It's funny, the people that come into my house, they always, their eyes go towards this plant. I think it's just because of the backs of the leaves. But you can see, you know, the leaves are like this arrowhead. Let's see, let's find a better one. They're like an arrowhead shape. They're really pretty. And then as they get a little more mature, let's see, let's find a, here's a nice mature leaf. They get kind of this, you know, still arrowheady, but kind of heart-shaped. But the leaves, the back color, there's the front color and the back color of the leaves. Just a gorgeous plant. I would say it's a fairly easy grower, just kind of slow. Just a little on the slow side, but it is a gorgeous plant. It's different from any of the other kinds of Syngoniums that I have. I have a lot of different Syngoniums, and this one is definitely by far, you know, one of my top favorites just because of the color. So if you get a chance to get a cutting off somebody, I did an experiment one time. I cut a few nodes, and I did one in perlite, and I did one in water, and I think I did the other one in spag. But it seemed like the one, for me, the one in water grew quicker than the other two in perlite and spag. So I don't know, that might be the best way to actually propagate this plant. But it's kind of hard to say because it was still cold outside. It was like end of winter. So it would probably do better in like some kind of a covered, like maybe a tote, a propagation tote. It might root out a lot better. But beautiful plant. Last time I looked, I didn't pay a whole lot for that rooted cutting. But you just don't really see them too much anymore, or too much at all. I don't anyhow. Of course, I'm not out looking for them either, but I don't really see them on a whole lot of people's videos. I know I've seen a couple times on people's videos, but I think they're getting a little more popular now. I don't know. But a gorgeous plant. As long as you can keep your watering up with it and keep your soil evenly moist. Like right now, mine needs to have a drink. It hasn't been watered since I repotted it, and I think that was last week. I did make my soil mixture a little more dense. It still has a lot of perlite in it, but I made it a little more dense so it would hold a little bit more moisture. And I feed it every time I water it, so just like I always say. But a beautiful plant. If you guys would get a chance to get a cutting, I'd say get one because this plant is gorgeous. And if you don't mind waiting for it to grow, I have given a couple cuttings away, so I know my one friend that has this cutting. I think hers is doing okay. So, but all right, guys, I am going to let you go. And I will zoom in a little bit closer again so you guys can see this gorgeous plant. It's so pretty. I love it. The color on the back of the leaves is just stunning. So either way that you're looking at it, and it seems like, if you guys can see this down here, like the newer leaves are like a darker green, but as the plant matures, they're almost like, look at the color difference. This is the older leaf. It's really a real dark hunter green, almost has like, it's probably because of the red back on it, maybe. but it's almost like a black color. It's gorgeous. So, there you go. Beautiful plant, little arrowhead shaped plant. Very pretty. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Peace.